Hey tubers, Bart coming at you with a mail day. Got one big boy here and a couple of sweet cards and some PSA hopefuls. So we'll get right into it. Go Niners. It's not a victory Monday like I had hoped for. Should have won that game, gave it away. Kyle Shanahan has a knack for not leading us to victory after having a good lead. I don't know what that's about, but we can't hold it very well. But I'm not huge on horizontal cards, but there's certain ones that I'm pretty fond of. I had this card, I'm not sure what grade, 6, maybe a 7. And at the time, it just didn't fit. I didn't really have any Koufaxes. And so kind of just purged it out. And then when I was like, all right, getting into Koufaxes a little bit more, which Koufaxes do I want in a PC? I was like, I really should have kept that card. So been on the hunt for a nicely centered, decent grade one for a while. The 8s go for crazy sometimes. So the 7 was going to be it. Got a nice one with fresh label from 64 there. Pretty sweet Koufax. Big boy card here a little bit. Been looking for this one for a long time. Lost a lot of auctions. And then I went cheap on it a couple times probably and lost auctions because of that. Sometimes it just went high for whatever reasons. But check that out. 67 Tom Seaver in a PSA 5. Fresh label. Nicely centered. They did the eBay authentication, but typically when they do that, it's not in a very loose sleeve. So I will take this one out. But normally I leave them in that because they're shrink wrapped in there. But I can't display it like that. So here we have it. So first Ballot Hall of Famer, but more closely for what I'm pursuing at this moment is the 3,000 strikeout club. And one card left to go now, and that's the T206 Walter Johnson. So I've got all the rest of them except that. So there you have it. Great looking card. And then I just slammed it into the table. Pretty excited about that. I picked that up and kind of felt a little guilty. Like, man, I've been neglecting my football Hall of Fame. So I kind of went through first Ballot Hall of Famers and picked up some easy ones. So I didn't get too much baseball down that path and leave football behind there. Michael Strahan, PSA 9 from 93 Ultra. All simple ones here, but Ozzie Newsome, 79 Tops in an 8. Not the most aesthetic card by any means, but first ballot guy. And 72 Ted Hendricks. So those 3 are all first ballots. I got like 14 or so of those left on the football side. I'm doing first ballots and the 100, the top NFL top 100 set. And then still doing some others, whether it's the more modern guys, guys that I've actually watched, I'll pick those up a little bit more often. And then if the guys that cross like certain thresholds, like 100 TDs or something like that. But I abandoned earlier this year trying to do the full rebuilding, the full Hall of Famer rookie for football. I was 92% done. It keeps getting bigger, and you know, picking up some of those cards, just you know, a random guard from the 1960s. Bit of a motivational struggle, so collect what you love, and that's what leads me down to the path I'm at now. But I did pick up some raws. Let's see, well, these are all 49ers. Getting closer to the final steps of submitting a PSA. I'm not a big fan of the specials that happened this month, so I'm slowing down. But always like to pick up raws when I can, as kind of last entrance into submissions or whatever. So these were candidates that I picked up. Here's a Kittle. That's gonna be tough. These are the hell, I don't know what, arm or something. I don't know what the the variation, there we go, is called, but it's like that, got that strong arm emoji. So I thought it was cool. They got some neat ones, some rockets and some 100s and fire and stuff like that. Off center, so that one ain't gonna make it. I thought this was a cool card, and it was kind of a la some Rice Steve Young inserts from back in the day. But I was looking through them, you know, not a spectacular card, so it really need to be close to a 10 to sub it. But I was looking through them, listed the same way, but clearly had a different look to it in the photo, even though it wasn't listed any different. Not numbered, but saw this one as well. So I think I got both of those for like, you know, $1.50, $2 each or something. But I don't know if this one's much rarer or not. It was listed the same, but it obviously looks a lot cooler. So that one will more than likely get submitted. This one looks like it's centered well enough to, similar to that Kittle. Here's the Fred Warner, but that's the one with the fire emojis or whatever. It's tough after rookie years. You know, I try not to get too crazy with the modern pickups of guys, because, you know, once they're in the veteran status, there's just no end to the cards that exist. But obviously star players I'm a sucker for, and then if they're wearing the captain's patch, I'm a big sucker for that too. So as a good rookie becomes a veteran, I like to continue to pick up rookies when I can, but once they become a captain, I pick up a few more. Picked up this Purdy. Same kind of refractage as before. Not numbered. These aren't rare. The seal of approval, but pretty cool card. And with the white jersey, that red background pops pretty good. I'm hoping there's a gold version of this, but I still thought it was cool. It's an old 2023 Zenith, but it's an old, I think it's like a 92, 93 Prism look, even though they were silver back then. This one's a red background. Not enough color contrast to be super exciting for me, but I still thought it was pretty cool. But if there's like a gold one or a black, that would be epic. But, you know, $2, $3 pickup or something like that. Always looking for an Anquan Bolden that will actually make the PC into legitimacy for him. He does not have a lot of really good looking cards for us. I think that's just the era of cards that he was around for. This is 2014. It's numbered out of 25 there. It's got some damage, so it's not gonna make the submission list, but I think he's gonna make the Hall of Fame at some point, so I want at least 1 or 2 solid cards of his in the PC as well. So always kind of shoot my shot on that and see what happens. Here's weird. I just don't like it enough in person. This is a gold version out of 25. Deebo Samuel. Cool looking card. I don't know, if he has a couple good games coming up, maybe I'll sub it and resell it, but in person just wasn't exciting enough for me, so I don't think that'll make the PC even when I slab it. And then got real excited about this. Some of these used to be going nuts. 7-time Pro Bowler Kyle Juszczyk, National Treasures. Picked up just a super clean auto. It's numbered. Hang on with me. There we go. Out of 49. I love just the clean National Treasures. I'm really picky. I'm not a big auto person, but I'm really picky when I do. I want it to be blatantly obvious that it was on purpose. There's an auto there. I just want the person and the auto as much as possible, not a whole lot else. So that's what I got for you. Niners are 1-2. Kind of sucks, especially since the Seahawks are 3-0. But everybody else in the division's 1-2 as well. So we're not that far behind. I don't think the Seahawks are that good. So we got a chance, but everybody was injured this week. But no excuse. We still should have won that game. That's what I got for you. Going into baseball playoffs, looking forward to that. The Nationals are not anywhere close to that. And then our only All-Star of the year apparently was gambling till about 8 a.m. at a craps table or something prior to a 1 o'clock game. So they sent him down to AAA because of it. That's wild. Our lone all-star. I'm in the leadership business. I get it. Teaching lessons. These young guys, they ain't old school like that. They don't take those lessons in stride as much. But I don't know if I'd receive that lesson too well if I was him either, even though I'm a little bit older. Something that big, that public, you burnt that bridge. You know, that's not, oh, I'm going to learn my lesson. I'll come back trying. Like, that relationship is dead between the player and the team. So that kind of sucks because he was one of our few stars, C.J. Abrams there. Somebody to look forward to. He had a pretty bad post-All-Star run as far as batting average goes, but still was kind of the future as our shortstop. So, oh well. Until next time, that's all I got for you. Later.